And welcome back to Steve Vapes. Today we're looking at the CERABIS tank from CERAVAPE. Let's get into this one. Okay, so up close and personal now with the CERABIS tank from CERAVAPE. Let's get rid of that. It is quite a smart design actually. Nicely polished. Nice enamel coating on there. Your information on the back. It's patented design. It's patented ceramic coil technology. Absolutely no cotton. Oh, you can see me with my camera rig there. Lovely jubbly. Designed and manufactured by CERAVAPE technology. Unique self-cleaning. All you need to do is dry burn. Now I will run through that with you because this one has been in use with myself for about 3 weeks. So I'll show you how to dry burn the coil. So what's in the box? Firstly, the tank. See, I don't get my own custom logo like some of the reviewers. I'm not vape famous yet. Well, I probably never will be, but hey ho. So, in the box, you get the tank, spare coil. Now you get a 0.8 pre-installed and a 0.5 resistance spare coil. The 0.8 is recommended for use up to 60 watts and the 0.5 is recommended up to 80 watts on usage. So we'll pop him over to the other side. Got anything else in the box? I hate plastic. It's not a con really for the product. It's about the product, not the packaging. Let's get rid of that. Okie dokie. Spare O-rings in there. And these caps are quite interesting. We will come back to those. So we'll open that up. And leave it there. Also, you get a little oh dear, a little bit of instruction manual inside on the ins and outs of the actual tank. Let's pop that out of the way. And that's it. That's all that's in the box. So let's get back to the good bit. The tank. Obviously it has got a painted juice flow design. Inside there's 2 rings that rotate. You see the little notch. Blocks off your coil. And that controls your juice flow just inside there. If you put it into your bag, you can completely lock it down and that knocks off your juice flow and your airflow, so there's no leakage. It's a nice design. And it's painted design as well. Lovely jubbly. Detachable 510 drip tip. So you can pop whatever doohickey you want on the top. Let's get inside it. And your coil pops out. As you say, I have used this tank quite a bit. It's took a hammering. And I'm going to change the liquid inside the tank. So while we've got it set up like this, we shall dry burn our coil. Now inside here, let's not run away. You will see down there, there's actually spit back protection. Oh, fingers and thumbs today. So obviously that stops you getting any shots of hot juice up into your gob, which isn't very nice. So, dry burning a coil. What on earth are you talking about, Steve? Well, let's get into it. What we'll do, we'll attach the base of the tank with the coil still attached into there like that. Now, pop our RX down to 35 watts and we'll just pulse it for a few seconds. You'll hear a fizz. Now, really, I'm going to take it up to about 40 here. 41 and done. Now, if you pulse it for 5 seconds and just blow on the coil, Eventually the ceramic will dry out and then you can change over your juice. Now, sometimes you change your juice in your tank and you get the aftertaste of the juice. This will completely get rid of this, and it's an actually interesting feature. It basically gives you new coils inside as well. There we go. Pretty much fizzed off now. Now after giving it a blow. Haha, that sounds quite rude. Hey. After giving it a bit of a pulse and a burn, you'll notice it stops to spit out at you and fizz. And that's basically meaning that ceramic inside there is now dry. So basically you've got an absolute fresh coil. And I've done this about 7 or 8 times with this one coil, and it's still performing perfectly fine. So let's get the tank back together and we'll throw in some e-liquid. It just slots straight back down and screws back on. Sorted. Let's unscrew the top. Now, one thing I did say, because it is kind of like polished, like I forget the word. It's like a glossy finish on the tank. If you pop this cap onto the top, it helps you get a bit more grip to take off your top cap. Stops you slipping and sliding about. Now, the tank is 23mm in diameter. So any other tanks with 23mm diameter, that little gripper, you can use that too. Nice little touch. Now, it does stand from the base of the tank to the top of the drip tip at 55mm tall while closed, and there it was 59 open. So it's not a very tall tank, but the juice capacity is 4 mils. A bit of loaded s'mores. Love this stuff. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Let's top her up. You will notice as well, top of there, those kidney bean shaped juice wells, very, very adequately sized. Even with a dripper this size, I could probably just tip the bottle in and it'd take it perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. A little bit of a con though, you'll see on there, there's not much in the way of a connection. So when you screw it down, it doesn't really take. You have to give it a bit of a shove because there's not much threading on it at all. Well, there we go. Give her a bit of a wipe. I've got so many of these damn cloths now picked up at Expo. The room's overflowing with them. Never mind. Right. So, nice and full. Once she's full, you reopen up your juice well. Now, there's no need to prime the coil at all. It flows straight through itself. You see it bubbling away there? Instant the coil's primed. The food grade ceramic that's in there draws a liquid straight through. Absolutely cracking. And it does look quite sweet. It's kind of got the same gloss finish as the RX. Nice little combo there. Lovely. My RX is battered to hell though. See all those dings? But it gets used, and that's the point. Because a vape a day keeps those stinky fags away. So let's pop back up top and we'll have a vape on the CERABIS tank from CERAVAPE. So here we are back up. Back to normal view. Let's go into detail about the CERAVAPE. Now, let's get the cons out of the way first. One con. That is all. This thing, never had leaking issues with it, apart from when I gave it to the missus and she sat there like that, fucking about with it. Now, it does create a slight vacuum inside, and a little bit of juice comes out the airflow. Because obviously, you're pumping it. It is a pump. But it's a kind of a pro as well, because being able to lock off your device to throw it into the bag and not have it leak is brilliant. It's a brilliant idea, because that shuts off your juice flow and your airflow. The cylinder moves down inside, blocks everything. So as long as you don't misuse it, the one con is actually a pro. So we've covered the pro / con. Now, drip tip, 10.5mm drip tip comes as standard. It is removable. You can swap it out for anything that you fancy. Some people like ones that look like snakes and silly ones with pipes on the end and whatnot. But yeah, you can change it, which is good. Flavour off this thing, absolutely incredible. So as I say, I have been using this for 3 weeks. Same coil, just to test it to its max. And I've been hammering it, absolutely hammering it. And it is fine. Flavour, brilliant. So it's another pro. The airflow, it's adequate. It's not too tight for me drawing through ceramic. It's fine. I can't fault it. And the dry hit thing, it doesn't do them. It just simply doesn't. Let's do a bit of a Rip Trippers-esque thing. So normally I'd vape it at about 50 watts. So what we'll do, we'll crank it up to 60, which is the max, which is recommended for this tank. Well, for this coil. So we're on 60. And we'll give it a good hammering. Here we go. It doesn't dry hit. It just doesn't do it. It doesn't do it. Cracking piece of kit. Absolutely cracking piece of kit. Now, I was given this for the purpose of the review from Echo Vapor. I'll link them up in the description down below. This is out of this world, in my opinion. My personal opinion is out of this world. I've never come across flavour so crisp, apart from off a dripper. It just doesn't happen. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, and this is going to be my everyday vape from now on. By far. Okay, so pros and cons done. It's a thumbs up. Definitely a thumbs up. Thanks for watching Steve Vapes. I do appreciate every subscription and every view that you guys give to me. I'm very humbled. So, as I say, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.